For example, the first question, okay, 100% you will get a question on bankruptcy code. It's almost sure. But what type of, it's a very big topic. It's a very big topic because lot of changes have happened in relation to bankruptcy code. Lot of changes have happened in relation to bankruptcy code, okay. So you are supposed to know about bankruptcy code in depth. So only thing what we can do in the test series is that we can ask different type of questions from bankruptcy code in the coming test, okay. So one area you need to know about bankruptcy code is that, okay, try to understand that our banking sector, okay, our banking sector is facing a huge problem, that is in relation to it is having a high non-performing assets or bad loans, okay. And what used to happen before the bankruptcy code is that it takes long time. For example, if a debtor have taken loan, and what normally happen is that when the bank try to, and when he defaults, when the bank have a bad loan, bank find it difficult to recover the loan. Now what bankruptcy code have done is that it has set a time limit. This is a very important thing you need to keep in mind, okay. One key thing about bankruptcy code is that unlike the earlier law, there were many laws before bankruptcy code. What this bankruptcy code have done is it has combined, that's why it is called as code. Whenever you hear the word code in a direct tax code, bankruptcy code, it is a combination of law. It is not one law. Many laws combined together in one code. You get what I am saying? Bankruptcy code is a law actually. Law means why it is called code? It consists of many laws combined together in single law. Okay, so we have two important code. Most important is bankruptcy code and the other is direct tax code, which the government is planning in relation to direct taxes. Okay, so that you keep in mind. Now one important point regarding bankruptcy code is that, okay, so we have, so when we say bankruptcy means actually it's a legal process, okay. When an individual or an organization become bankrupt, or even when he become an insolvent. Insolvent means he is not in a position to pay back the loan. That is why what we call it as an insolvent. Okay, means you have taken the loan and you don't have the money to pay back the loan. So then that person is called as insolvent. Okay. Now when a person becomes insolvent, the institution, the banks or NBFCs or any financial institution try to recover the loan. The legal process of recovering the loan is called as bankruptcy. It's a legal process, bankruptcy. Okay, so in that process, when a person is declared as bankrupt, there is a process is there. In this bankruptcy process, one interesting thing is that this code has said that unlike earlier laws which recover loans, is that there is a time limit is there. There is a time limit to recover the loans. Okay, earlier, see once the debt tribunals, okay, once the tribunals declare that regarding a case, a bankruptcy case, what happens is that the debtor go to appeal to High Court and Supreme Court and delays it. It takes lot of time. Now once what this bankruptcy code have done is that it set a deadline. Within this deadline, it should be settled. Okay, but again there is many problem because once this bankruptcy code have been implemented, new issues started arriving, and because of that many times this code was amended. In 2019, two big amendment has happened, and one of the reason for this amendment is that earlier people believe that this is a too stringent norm and it is affecting the many sector including infrastructure. And initially the time limit was 270 days. Initial time limit was 270 days, and in the 2019 amendment, this, okay, it was like 180 days plus extra 90 days. Now the government have been a bit liberal towards debtors because you know that their investors or the businessmen are very crucial for the growth of the economy. So in the recent changes, what the time limit have been set is, normal time limit is 330 days, but core thing regarding bankruptcy code you need to know is this question what regarding the time limit. Okay, so the resolution should be come, it's not, earlier it was 180 plus 90 days, now it is 330. And one more thing, another thing you need to core point, okay, because when I say this core point, if a question comes, this knowledge will help you to solve the question, okay. There are parallel things are there for individuals, okay, for individuals and partnership firms. For individuals and partnership firms, okay, the tribunal is because there should be quasi-judicial body. Tribunals are quasi-judicial body to monitor the. It's actually I told you it's a legal process. Yes or no? Bankruptcy is a legal process, so there should be a legal mechanism has to be, an adjudicatory mechanism has to be there. Okay, so in the case of private sector or corporate, okay, so these information you keep in mind. Okay, one, individual, mainly individuals. This is one side. Other is corporate. Individuals, corporate, and so for the individuals, it will be dealt by debt recovery tribunals. And for corporate, it is National Company Law Tribunal. Okay, so Debt Recovery Tribunal is there, National Company Law Tribunal is there. So individuals will not, their cases will not be heard by National Company Law Tribunal. Means you are an individual and you have taken a loan and it has been defaulted, and it will be heard by which one? Debt recovery. And one interesting point regarding bankruptcy code is that even the bankruptcy code deals with individual cases and corporate cases, as of now, the code is implemented only for corporate sector. It has not started implementing, it has not come into force regarding individuals. Okay, in the individual case, one more category you added, partnership firms. Partnership firms, okay. Partnership firms also is being dealt by debt recovery. Means 2 or 3 people coming together and forming a firm, okay. But again, there is one more type of partnership firm is there, we call it as limited liability partnership firms, okay. That's a new category of firms where the partner will be having limited liability only. In the normal partnership firm, it is unlimited liability. Means when one partner do something wrong, that other partners will get affected. In a normal partnership firms, we call it as unlimited. Means he is liable, other partner is liable for other partner action. In limited liability partnership firms, what is the difference? It is for each partner liability is limited. It is clearly mentioned in the partnership deed itself. Okay, so LLP, we call it as LLP. Limited liability partnership firms and corporate firms. Who is the adjudicating authority? National Company Law Tribunal. Now, why I am explaining is that I am telling that 100. I cannot say 100% because 99%. It has to ask because this is a money and banking topic. First of all, it's a money and banking topic, and the most prominent. And if UPSC is not asking, what should I do? Should I say? They should ask because topic is too vast, but this knowledge, what I conveyed you. And then one more thing is the financial companies, okay? Financial companies, okay? Financial companies are not included here. When I say financial companies, banks, NBFCs, insurance, pension companies, okay? If they default, if they become bankrupt, it is not dealt by bankruptcy code. Now the government is thinking of including, see there was a law, financial resolution bill, okay, for the financial companies, but that because of one different issue regarding deposit insurance, that bill was government decided to drop it. So as of now for financial companies there is no bankruptcy code, so the government is thinking to include financial companies also into this bankruptcy code, okay. So 3 parallel things, so this has not come into force. That's why in the news we are not hearing any news regarding, there is a debt recovery tribunal is there. Earlier, before this code itself, before the existence of code itself, there are debt recovery tribunal, National Company Law Tribunal is there. And they were earlier dealing it. Already individual bankruptcy is dealt by debt recovery tribunal. What I am saying is that it has not been forced. Like bankruptcy code is dealing with both individual or partnership firm bankruptcy as well as corporate and LLP bankruptcy. But this part has not come into force. Okay, what all news is happening is in relation to mainly corporate insolvency only. So this core point, these general point, there are many things, it will take 2 hours to discuss, but core thing, I made it very simple. You just note down these things, and if it is a statement wise question, with this knowledge, you can derive it and you can eliminate and get your answer, okay. And there is a separate regulator is there, okay, a new financial regulator. Another thing about bankruptcy code have done is that it has created many new institutions like a regulator, a separate regulator, what we call it as Insolvency and Bankruptcy Board of India, a separate regulator, okay, a new financial regulator. Then we have insolvency professionals, insolvency professional agencies, information utilities, etc. Okay, so everyone has a function in relation to bankruptcy. Then debt recovery tribunal, National Company Law Tribunal. When I say question can come from bankruptcy code from anywhere, this question can be asked because all are related with this particular topic. Okay. Now, so IBC established a regulator. It's a correct thing. First statement is correct. Second statement is wrong. Third is correct. National Company Law Tribunal will be the forum for corporate insolvency and debt regulator will be the forum for the individual insolvency will be heard. So answer will be C, 1 and 3 only.